Reminder for tonight, really big match tonight. We have the two BIR, who I believe are 1-1. No, actually, they're 2-0, I believe.
Undefeated, baby.
Yeah, undefeated 2-0, and the 40FE are 2-0. The only two undefeateds left facing tonight. Give Up will be casting. I will be co-casting with Give Up. So tune into that. That shit's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited to cast that or help co-cast it. Honestly,
Yours truly will be in the match. Look out for big name anime there. Big
really
player right
excited.
there.
Honestly, 40FE obviously coming off with a huge win last week against the 63E. Some would even say upsetting after getting the 63E the week before. Beat the Seven Foos by a lot. It was a dominant performance and then going to losing. So 48 looking real good, and then 2B coming off a really big win against the TRR, who a lot of people thought was going to be close. A lot of people thought the TRR. I actually casted that match. I thought the TRR were going to win. Sorry, Anime. And I was wrong.
All good.
I was wrong. I was proved wrong. So be a real interesting match tonight.
Wake up.
Right after the event at
Excited.
9:30
It'll be
EST.
fun.
For now, though, we will watch this match. We got Train Boy in. Forgot. Community members. We also had one yesterday.
Somebody wake
I'm not going
up.
to say my opinion on
I
that.
don't like this. Kissy wake.
On the 44th side, it's actually going to be KC is going to lead most of his 44th guys, and then the 3DL side is going to be led by Space. So those are the two leaders for both of the 44th DL lines.
Yeah, honestly,
KC and Space.
I think people know my opinion about community members. This rule where you could have two regiments that don't have numbers and they want to play, and have them come together in these two smaller regiments. Love this rule. It lets smaller regiments compete even if they don't have the numbers. Probably my favorite rule ever for NWL is this. But match just started. My frames are not that bad. Getting this big hill up the center, 44 DL.
It's like 44th are going to be playing a little bit more back. I don't think they're going to be contesting kind of like
Yeah.
that 50 hill.
Oh, good shots out from that front line, the 44
Early.
DL line. Taking out Train Boy while people. That's a pretty good kill. There's their second. The KRA are going to see if they can snap back. And they don't hit it. This gives time the 44
Flinched a little
DL
bit
to move.
there.
Also, these pink
Another
trees might cause me some issues casting. I'm sorry if I don't catch everything. I'll try. 44 DL seem to be together now. KRA a little bit separated, but not too separated to where they can double push. Lots of space though in between. Let's check out these hills. Honestly, aren't too bad. I'm also in high settings. Don't know how they look. Most people play lower settings. I do too normally. They just force me to go high settings. See if someone can take ground here. Honestly, there's a lot of space in between, and taking that ground could really help. 44 DL shifts over here. Spaces line. Maybe thinking he could get into this dip right here and take that space. That would be nice. For now, seems like it's going to be waiting around. KRA do have to make the move, though, eventually. Unless Zone closes out someone else.
Yeah. KRA down one kill, but the treaty line actually is, like, in relatively to the zone, is more towards the middle compared to any other line. So if, KRA going to make a move, I'd say probably push more towards that middle and let the 44th get pushed by the zone.
Yeah, I think eventually the 44 DL will have to move. Oh, they have these hills to go on right in front of them. There's a little space right here. There's a lot of space in between these two regiments right now. We'll see if anyone wants to take up the space. Seems like there's some good hills in between as well. That 44 DL line, not space line, I think it's KC's line. It's on honestly probably God Hill right there that I'm looking at. But eventually I do think they are going to have to move. Probably in about 2.5 minutes with the zone moving in. Change from last year, and I think everyone's noticed by now. It's a continuously moving zone and it stops at 1 minute. So, there's no stop with the zone and then it, goes again. It's continuously moving, which, means the zone actually closes slower than before. There's more space for longer. You can't stop at the edge of the zone and just sit there because it will move and kill you. I like the change, actually. Line movement from Caldier moving up a little bit from that back hill to join Treaty. And you were right, it is Treaty leading with Caldier. Train Boy was his second. He's dead. And then Caldier's second is Doc.
Doc on bottom.
Doc on bottom, and then we're at 44 DL. Oh, going up to take a shot. Oh, looks like KRA were baiting it out, trying to see where they were, trying to bait out a shot. Their second here is Skurlot Toast, who's also in the middle of the line, not in the edge. Interesting. And then for this line, it is...
I'd assume tight, but I can't tell.
They don't... Someone... I'd assume tight, but I guess he forgot to spawn Sergeant. They are aiming into the ground here. They are going to have to move pretty soon. This zone is approaching them. It's going pretty slow, but they are going to have to move probably within the next 15 seconds. Probably up to this hill right here. Honestly, if they do it quick enough, KRA might not be able to get a shot off. That is a pretty good dip to get down into for cover.
I think the DO line probably could have gone right around the rock, but wasted too much time.
And yep, KRA lines don't pop up in time. That's a really good move. And honestly, they should have made that move sooner. This other 44 DL line is going to have to move eventually. Got some movement from Caldier's line over here. My frames are definitely lagging a little bit, I can tell, on this map. Hopefully it's not too bad on stream.
I don't think the DL line knows Caldier's moved left. Well, maybe now they're looking in that direction.
I'm not sure though. Caldier, well, they won't. They know now. Caldier's jumping up.
Yeah.
Caldier also gonna have to move, and I think both 44 DL lines are gonna have to move, including Space's line again. Like you said earlier, that treaty line almost right in the dead center. Really good spot this hill. They do have these little things though right here, in between. And that is not good. Really good movement here, using the hill line. Space. Oh, Caldier's line also went up. We could see some engagement here. They're going to both be really close. I think we're going to have a really good ending to this round, which has been pretty non-active besides the first volley, which killed Train Boy. One KRA line moving up, taking shots. One kill. It's now even. Late form up, but they still get down. That may have been FOL. Absolutely wiping the KRA line. They now have to get down and get reloads. That second KRA line is getting reloads. They have a full 5 people.
Possible rule break right there by Maraxo.
Is a slay. Yep, I did see that as well. I'm not sure if he killed anyone though, so I don't know if he will be getting. He does have a kill. I do think it's off that. I wonder if they'll be getting a res. Oh, they did res. They res Sackage. Big rule break. I did see that. KRA has 6 people left.
Only down 1, but they're just down to 1 line each. It's going to be 1v1, see who hits the most shots, honestly.
Yeah, they can...
But KRA probably will have to push the SU here.
They can split. Both teams can split. Zone is pushing the 44 DL out. KRA, some risky shots. It's a minute left. 44 DL they're not really formed. They should really get formed here.
Here they come.
Treaty knows he has to push up. He knows that this is the final zone, and he is down a man. That was Treaty. I had to go up now. They're not moving. Oh, they're moving in the open. They're just charging. This might be Rambo from Tight here. That's pretty far out. They're up 3 now. Did they not have reloads? I'm pretty sure they did.
I guarantee they had reloads.
I mean, they had time to get it. KRA taking it. Massive throw, in my opinion, from the 44 DL. They should have just formed up instead of running at him. Does anyone in chat know? I swear they had reloads, or at least they had time to get reloads. Instead, they just end up charging, and that went horrifically wrong. 1-0 to the KRA. Let me update the score.
That may just come down to fault as in inexperienced leadership there.
Yeah, I would agree. Like you said, this big part of it is probably going to come down to the leadership and the experience. And the KRA have a lot more experience on their side. I think we saw it there.
100%. You know, with KRA being down basically the entirety of the round, still sticking in there, still coming out with the win there.
Skull going, what a rainbow. Yeah, that was a really bad rainbow. Ended up not mattering from Tight. Tight is Sergeant, so he just didn't spawn Sergeant last round, but he's Sergeant this round. Skull going, that's a skull move there. That's hilarious. That is a skull move.
Yeah.
I remember I called that out on stream. I don't really know what that was from the 44DL. I thought they kind of had that wrapped up. They tried to stay formed and win the trade out. KRA had to push them. All they do is stay formed, and the KRA would have to form on them. Instead, they just charged them. Because they didn't think like two guys have loads. Yeah, I don't know why they did charge. And they also had time to reload or stand and reload, and the other guys just present. The KRA have to form up on them. They have the advantage. That's a wild statement. This map makes my inner femboy come out.
I wasn't gonna comment on it. I was gonna just let that one fly. But hey, if you're
I'm not letting that one fly.
This
I'm
is a
reading that and
freak.
exposing it. That's crazy.
He's a freak.
That's a freaky statement right there.
It's
Whatever
not a
the
cherry blossom,
KRA.
really.
Sides have been swapped, and then we go to the wheat map after this, which is gonna be really funny. Honestly, I hate playing on it. It'll hopefully be really funny to cast because it's the wheat. Although honestly, I don't think the wheat makes that big of a difference. It's not like connected all over the map, like the map last year. So,
Seeing how the teams played, like you guys played last or yesterday in the wheat, was very interesting. A lot of like different angles you guys could pop out just because you know lack of visibility there. It
yeah,
was super interesting to watch. So I can't wait to get to that map.
honestly, normally
See
not a
what these
big
regis
fan
do.
of Wheatfield maps, but
Oh, me neither.
But that's normally because they connect all around it. You can really just crouch and hide your line anywhere. But this one, it's not connected all over. It's only connected on like each side, so you still have to cross in the open a lot. So it actually wasn't a bad map. I really don't like this map. One, because my frames are getting destroyed, and two, like I was on like 80 yesterday, 80 to 70, which is still pretty good. But normally, like we saw in the pregame lobby, I'm at 100. I was at 165 on high settings. I get like 220 on my normal settings.
Damn.
Yeah, this map absolutely tanks your frames. It is a beautiful map though. I'm not gonna lie. These guys,
Visually wise, yes. Playing wise, a little iffy. I don't know how I'm gonna
yeah,
feel about this
We'll
later on
see.
tonight.
I didn't like it very much. Now the third map you'll really like, the sand one, like the ship one. That's a really good map. I think it's called Cloud Coastline.
Yep. Cloud and chat, shout out. Great community leader there. Great guy.
Again, these regiments taking a lot of space in between them, kind of a same thing we saw last time. The space line is moving. KRA are pretty separated and really far back, honestly. KRA are probably going to have to move first. Where did Space's line go? I just lost him.
I think they are. Caldier's line's
Oh,
moving
there.
left, hopefully to rejoin their buddies over here.
Yep, looks like they're moving in. Moving back and around, and they are taking a lot of space in between them. This is interesting. We'll see if anyone can, move around. One of the things I've wanted to see more, and I think I have seen more, especially from some of the more experienced regiments, is because the circle is closing at all times, that it still closes slower. It actually gives you more time to move around the entire map, because the other circle would just close really fast because it would only close after certain times. KC moving up, these regiments getting a little closer to each other. Got Treaty's line right here. Where is the other line for KRA?
Caldier line
They're
is
behind, right?
really far
Yeah,
back.
really far
Okay.
back. It's a nice hill and it gives a nice overview, but it's really far back. Space's line trying to move up. Honestly,
I think Space's line sees them from there.
yeah, honestly, if they could bait out shots from that back line at KRA, I think they're trying to double push here. I think they know they're separated. Caldier's line, a little bit far, but I think close enough to cover or get there. If they can bait out shots from that back line, you'll be in a really good position. And I think 44DL definitely have zone here. Maybe not that left line, but definitely their right line. KC line has zone. Kind of almost.
If you could, I mean, if you look to the left of Caldier's line, like that rock right there, there's a nice little hill that kind of flanks the 44th line, right through the like bamboo trees.
Yeah.
I think KC might have like understood that he could probably get flanked, so he pulls it back a little bit here.
Yeah, KC pulls back a little. Honestly, he might be even be able to move if you want to be risky. Right here, right next to the KRA line, and have the other line cover. Cavaliers line's a little far. I mean, those are tricky shots, but yeah, they are hittable. So they are moving around. Now the 44 DL really separated, but the KRA not close enough to Space's line or close enough to each other to push. Although if I was the KRA, I would do that right now. Space's line stands up and shoots, and this gives time for Caldeer. They are double pushing. I take it back.
Yeah, KC's line. I mean, they might be able to cover from like left side shots onto like.
They're gonna get
Treaty's
behind
line.
the rock, and they're gonna try to get some reloads here.
Long shots out from KC's line. Nothing connects there on the Caldeer line.
Yep. Did they get reloads? I think Space's line got reloads. Caldeer's line now shooting whiffs. Oh, they're getting reloads now. Interesting. They didn't get reloads at the rock. It seems like they're a little slow, too. They started it when they had 5 people in line. You only need 3 in line to reload. The other people could still be joining in line. You know, could have waited a second until the other people got there and then started reloading. Maybe why they didn't get reloads last round is because of that reason. A little slow on the reloads. But KRA, with those shots being taken by the 44 DL, they are really backed up against the zone. Really good work taking advantage of both lines using shots. You know, that first one took shots, the other one was too far to cover, and then they did shoot and miss. Took ground really well. KC's line moving up. Almost dead center now. Space's line gonna have to move. KRA still with the really good positions here. No kills though, so someone still has to get a kill. But KRA have the better positioning. KRA stands up. Gets a kill onto illegal. The other line, KC's line could have covered realistically. They're right there. I don't understand why they didn't cover. Maybe it was a bad angle. Let me see. No, it's a good angle. I don't really know why they didn't cover. That's not good. But now the Caldeer's line is going to get reloads. They should have done something right there. They got one line that just shot. You can get there before they get reloads. Didn't do anything. And now they're going to be down 1. The KRA having better positioning on this bigger hill. And they have
but neither of these regiments, like their positionings are not bad either. Like the 44th side have a nice rock to kind of like hide behind, and also like a kind of like a little trench to go more right if they really wanted to.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They could go on this right side hill over here by using this rock and this dip as cover. They probably are going to. They're not going to be pushed out of zone, I don't think. Oh, it's going to be close. 4, 3. You know, they're good. They're good. But they are down 1. And if it goes to this, the KRA will be up 2-0.
I think the KRA going to be pushed by zone a little bit more.
Well, zone's done moving.
Oh, zone's, yeah, I just realized that.
Minute. KRA at the edge of zone. KRA can stay there. That's the best hill in the zone right now. 44 DL, kind of doing what you're saying, using the rock as cover. They need to move right there. They need to move fast. They have 30 seconds to work their magic. They are pushing.
Here they come.
Both lines pushing. This could be a slaughter. No line covering. Only one shot hit. Let's see which line forms up here quicker. Oh, 44 DL forms up quicker. They go in for melee. FOLs all over the place. The KRA absolutely sweep them in melee. They did not form up fast enough, and the KRA take it by a large number. Really good work by the KRA getting that pick and sitting back on that hill. And sweep it up there. They immediately fired and then charged as they were forming up. I think they got maybe 1 kill before they FIC'd, but there was, like Shritty said in chat, someone fully, like there was literally 2 people that fully FIC and missed, thankfully. But that was like really bad. I don't even actually know how auto admin allowed it. It was probably with the grace period of the dead people around them. But that was really bad. 2-0 to the KRA. Now we have the wheat field though, Farms. Funky Pharaoh Farms. The goat now.
When Treaty's line only were able to snag 1 kill from that 44th line, I thought for sure that both of the 44th lines were going to mow Caldeer's line.
Yeah.
But thankfully, at least in KRA's like sense, that the other line was able to engage in melee and for that.
I think we're really seeing the experience here. It seems the KRA's lines are forming up faster every time there's an engagement like this. And they formed up faster, and then there was an immediate charge after, before the other line could form up. And I think you're definitely seeing the lack of experience here, or the difference of experience between the two sides here when it comes down to those situations.
Wait, is this the first season that the 44th and the DL are
Yep.
kind of like merged together?
Yep. First time they've done
there it is.
any NWL, stuff like that, so.
It would be
Funny,
porn.
funny.
This isn't
Obviously, the KRA, you know, although they have different leaders and different people from last year and years prior, they've been doing this forever. And the people leading, at least Caldeer, have been playing this forever. 2 Rs come out, we have an early live here, we love to see that. Oh, man. I was just kicking my fucking ass. This map's real interesting. I really like it. Like, all these wheat fields, they're not all connected, so you can't sneak around the whole map. But you can still use them to maneuver. Honestly, it's a really good balance, I think. Because last year's wheat fields, and on the practice config, for you guys that have played on it, the wheat fields are connected, like, all over the map. And it's literally just like fucking guerrilla warfare. It's kind of stupid. But this, I actually like this. Look at my frames. Look at that. 150.
KRA lines are
160.
really spread out.
They are really spread out. Wow, yeah, you are right. That's got to be a good 70 meters between them. Where are the 44 DL lines? Really far back.
One's at the windmill, one's like a little bit, maybe like 20 meters to the left.
Yeah. If I was the 44 DL, I'd take space. So it seems like KRA moving closer together. Again, it seems both these regiments are scared to go for the direct middle right away, and they're starting really far apart. And this is something, including my regiment, I think people can do a lot more of, is move closer. And, you know, don't be a bitch. Sometimes our regiment, you know,
Amen.
sits a little too far back, in my opinion. I told them that. I'm not shitting my own regiment, don't worry. I help bleed. I help bleed in seconds, so I'm also shitting on myself. But a lot of time, especially this match, look, like, there is a good 80 meters in between them and decent hills and wheat that you just cover. Or you could simply stand up and spread out, or, you know, bait a shot out and move forward. There's, you know, a lot of sitting back, a lot of space in between these regiments here.
It's a lot of there's more soft cover, I'd say, towards like the 3DL side, like towards the middle compared to like area. They got a bit of like that open field ahead of them.
Yeah.
But if 44th want to take like more of like the middle area, I believe they could easily do so. You know, due to the distance from the KRA and also the amount of soft cover they just have around them.
I would agree, and if they can get to these middle wheat fields and just hide in them, they could really surprise the KRA. There's good hills to play around. I'd say this hill I'm looking at right now on my stream, kind of directly in front of space, where I think he's heading. I know he's crouching in the wheat field behind him. The wheat field in front of him and that hill on the right side of it, they could play that because the KRA are on the left side, and that'd be really good. Especially because all these...
Yeah, I like where space is going right now. If you think I can move it to that like little green patch of grass where also Treaty's line are moving up.
Yep, that's the line I was talking about, the Space's line taking. Treaty there now, though, and I really like this. But I don't know if they know that Space's line is sitting right there. If they can bait Treaty and coming up and over that hill, they could wipe them. That'd be huge.
I don't think either lines know that each other are there, actually.
Yep.
Unless maybe like they spot Treaty through the...
If I was Caldier's line, and maybe get in this wheat field and try to sneak up and over to here. That would be huge. And it'd give you vision on the other wheat field line. They don't know they're there. Although Tight is in kind of the open. I think the wheat field still hides them. All the wheat's moving. My settings aren't normally like this. It's kind of weird. Another slow-paced round. Few I've already taken them earlier from KC's line, but both lines sitting back. Unless they're ghosting, which is illegal and dumb. If you ghost, go fuck yourself, honestly. But I don't think they know Space's line is there. KC's line moving around. Looks like they're going to go in this wheat field. The KRA might be able to see that. I think they do. Yeah, he's shifting his line right. He did see that movement. Really good work. Actually, I can also see who's in the server and if people are in free roam. As you know, you need if you die, you can go to free roam without the admin password. But in order to go free roam without spawning in and then clicking the free roam button, you need the admin password. Weird, don't know why. Because you can't ghost unless someone dies. Then you can ghost. So there actually is no ghosters. Honestly, wish they did it like the EU's done. Hate you're saying this, where if you just die, you just can't spectate. It's better because I know it sucks when you die, but then at least you can't ghost. And I hate it. Well, looks like we're all just sitting in the wheat field. Besides, I mean, technically Treaty's in the corn, not the wheat. You know, same shit, really. Caldeer's line moved up into here. I really like this spot from Caldeer's line. They're moving up slightly. They don't know Space's line is right there. If they knew they were right there, they could wipe them. But they don't know that. I don't think Space's line knows that Caldeer's line is here either. Caldeer's gonna cross. It's a slight open, but I don't know if this. Oh my God, they're gonna be in the same. They're like in the same weight field. They're like 10 meters from each other, and they don't know it. Oh my God, they don't know. They have no idea they're right there. Although this kite right here is in a little opening, and you might be able to see them. They're shifting. I wonder if they see him now. I think they see him now. They are right in front of each other. They are 5 meters from each other. Holy shit. They're charging him.
Tight went for a punch. What?
It's even. 44th Yell winning the melee. It's even now. And now KRA are up. The other line fires. They get 2 shooting kills, and they're charging. They need to form up. They're splitting. What is this? I don't know if you can do that. Stab right there. That may have been illegal. You can't split like that. It's just up to tight now. Honestly, really think Space's line should have fired right there.
Yeah, the straight to melee was a little questionable, at least in my perspective.
I agree. They're right there. They didn't know you were right there. Form up, shoot. Tight apparently also Rambo there. That did look like Rambo Tight. Not sure if the KRA, did you see what I mean when they charged KC's line and they kind of split off?
They just kind of like split around the hill.
You can't do that because the other line's alive. You actually had, so you can't do that. You gotta charge one unit. Not sure if they're far enough apart for it to be a rule break. We will see though if someone tries to turn it over. Jake says LT.
Do sergeants come with swords in NWL?
No, just officers.
That's weird, because maybe it might have just been a misclick, but Tight, like the opening melee, went for an underhand punch instead of like stabbing. I was like, maybe he tried to go for like a sword swing, but now I'm looking. I watched the VOD back. He went for like a down stab, but he didn't have his bayonet out.
I've noticed both times that 44 DL really liked to forming up and seemed to make some bad decisions. Like they should have just fired right there. You know, stood up real quick, fired, then charge. Because if they fired and then charged, there's no way Caldeer's line would have had time to form, and they would have probably won that melee.
I mean, because it's obvious that the 44th knew they were there, because they went straight in a melee right at them. So
yeah,
I mean, if they were able to form up, maybe get a bit more kills, the melee might have been a bit easier, and they probably would have won that engagement.
Caldeer went shout out to whoever ran at me with a punch. That was tight. Jake saying in chat, "I'll take League born enough when I get first picked. I don't want to watch it for 30 minutes." Yeah, I get it, but it prevents like cheating. And honestly, you can just go on your phone when you die. That's what most people do anyways. I would say I wish there was a way where you could spectate and you can't, because you know if you spectate you can zoom out the camera really fast, like really far, which is stupid. I wish AGS made a way where you can't zoom in and out the camera if you spectate, and then you can't go to free roam after you die. You can only just spectate a person. That'd be the perfect scenario. Unfortunately, you can't do that for some fucking reason. Instead, we update World War One instead of doing shit like that. Thank you, AGS.
Amen.
Just kidding. AGS is great. The console update was fantastic.
Love them guys.
Me when I hate on the console update, but it makes the most peak players ever for Holdfast, like more than COVID. So I can't hate.
Oh my god, yes. Recently, just because the console players, pubs, and I mean events now too have been feeling like 2020, 2021, like Holdfast.
Taking off the officer. Joffers with a kill onto KC. A huge pick. Officer down. And now we will see Sherlock Toast lead.
That's a tough death for the 44th line.
Yeah, remember if they
first one to go out as your leader.
Obviously, play all 7 rounds, but if they lose this, that's it. They have officially lost. But no, I agree. Even like all the pub servers are full. Our Friday event had to use 2 servers, which we haven't had to do in years. And it's kind of crazy. KRA using
Seeing week, 2 event servers per event it's been really nice to see. Getting back to those glory days, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the old COVID days when I was in the TRR, we brought 80? I think was our match.
2021 TRR days, crazy.
You were in this shit too, bro.
I was, yep.
Hero Bomb asking who's in the 44 DL squad. Well, it's Space Zilla, Sherlock Toast, Corolla, Illegal, Onshore, Maxroy, Panzer Power, Tight, Revolt, and KC, who's dead. That's the 44 DL squad. Shots taken from 44 DL. I'm not sure at what, honestly. I'm missing something.
Oh, Trees line are like actually really close to them in the wheat field. I don't know.
Oh, did they try to shoot at them?
Maybe. I couldn't tell. A little bit far away. I was watching another line.
And they just missed? I'm not sure.
I believe so. I like Treaty wrapping around a little bit more to their left.
Oh, they don't know they move. Oh, Treaty's line is going to come and wipe them. They have to be quick, though, because Space's line is behind and can trade them out. Right there.
And this is the line Casey was supposed to lead, but unfortunately died.
The other KRA line's super far, though. Treaty has to be careful. I don't know why Caldeer is like a million miles away. He should maybe sneak up into the other wheat field in between them that I'm looking at with my cursor. No, this one right here. Being said he's really far. Oh, they do see him.
Yeah.
What are the odds KC's in for your own right now?
Probably telling him, maybe. 50-50?
Because... Wait, maybe they don't know they're there. Because they crouched again. If they're there, they should be standing up aiming at him, but they're crouched again. Yeah! I fucking knew it.
Great call out, Treaty.
That's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Treaty knows. AGS, fix it, please. Please fix it.
He knows, but he can't prove it. He knows, but he can't prove it. Alright, Chaldea's line's finally moving, hopefully to regroup with his other friendly line.
Treaty could still form up here. The 44 DL line's moving.
Yeah, regardless if the 44th line know that Treaty's here, Treaty's in a much better position to take shots from here.
Yes. They just need to form up to the right and left. I don't know why they're directly behind it. Maybe so the 44 DL can't pop shots and kill a bunch. That'd be my guess.
I mean, since Caldeer's kind of out of this, I feel like the DL should look left to cover the 44th. Pull it back and we get a better position here, but... Because, again, Caldeer's line is off in Narnia. They're nowhere near this
fuck are they?
contention point.
Oh, there they are.
They're finally moving in.
They do definitely have zone 2 right in the middle.
I think KRA are going to be moving up to deal with this 44th line.
Yeah, the Spaces line, although they aren't super far, they aren't close enough to get good enough trades, in my opinion.
3D's a line that
Oh,
Wheat patch he's moving into is much better position because they have a little bit of hill cover.
and Sherlock Toast
From the-
turned, and they know they're there. I wonder
There they
what
go.
Casey is doing in Spectate. I take it back. They evenly traded out Space's line. Sherlock Toast line forming up on the hill. Trees line forms up. And they... 44DL actually gets the better kills here. If they break their line, it's even. They are charging him. 44DL. They're running away. This is Rambo. This is Rambo. This is 100% Rambo. And now he's dead. Treaty's on his own shots. They are going to charge. Through the corn! Then those shots can take Treaty with 2 straight stabs right away. And unless an amazing clutch happens between Space and Illegal, which is possible. Space is not bad at melee when he's taken down. They're trying to kick Illegal into the zone. That is mean. That is bullying. Illegal is trying not to get kicked into the zone. And he's taken down by Train Boy. An excellent round from the KRA. Making it 4-0.
I mean,
unless
we had to try.
there's an IRR call, which I don't think there would be. I think they played that well. They officially won. Let's see if they can make the sweep. That's definitely Rambo fight the 2 people in the 44 DL line running back.
Cloud Coast. Here we go. This map's fun. I like this map a lot. Seeing how it was played yesterday, I think I'm gonna like the gameplay on here, and also just visually wise, it's a fun little map.
This is a really good map. I really like this map.
44th on top. Ooh. Yeah, sure. Sure do. Rufus, I wasn't gonna say it, but you know, I'm glad you did.
What do you say?
Someone typed 44th on top in your chat.
It was not right now, pal.
Unfortunately, it's not right now.
Unfortunately, down 4-0 as we speak.
I think the hair's down for the KRA. They're in VoIP now. They're just gonna be having a good time from now on, seeing if they can get a little bit more practice for the next round.
Yep, I'm not exactly sure who they'll be facing. Just second look. I have pulled up. I think they'll be playing maybe the TRB. No, TRB are 1 and 2. Maybe. Not sure, honestly. Trying to figure out. Someone already put in this for. Someone's actively updating the stats as they're playing. It's probably Val. Either way, let me get back to the actual gameplay. Kelly and Tree together. Casey pushing up to the ship right away. I love this. Aggression. They're going hard in the paint. They're standing up in the open. They get a kill, but I don't think they know the other line is there. And they do trade out.
Okay.
Oh!
Great shot there. Great return fire.
That is what I wanted to see more right there. And 44DL are getting their reloads. They need, like I said, they need to form up quicker, not only when they're firing and getting reloads as well. Here need 1 shot, and they don't. 44DL, with that aggressive play and aggressive trade, are up 1. I love to see it. Train Boy down again early. I think he died first round too. Unfortunate for him.
That was a great cover by the DL line.
Yeah, I actually didn't think they knew the other line was there, and I thought it was about to be fucked. Griffiths asking another repeat of the 1 RR equal. What does that mean?
Yo, talking trash. L Caster. Alright. Who's streaming tonight? Is it gonna be you or Give Up?
It's Give Up. It's because I was tabbed out looking at the sheet for who the KRA might play. That's why I wasn't looking at the lines.
L Caster. All right. Do you have a, I'm gonna watch the entire VOD for my match tonight. Let's see who's the better caster in it.
KRA and moving. I'm not sure whose line that is. Just so I can see. This is KC's line there. That's Treaty. So that's Caldeer's line right there. 44 DL's lines are separated. The space is moving up. Casey's line going to take a shot at Caldeer's line, misses. And now they're taking ground. They are pushing. Ooh, illegal getting a kill onto Bremen? That's how you say it.
But now both 44 DL lines out of shots.
Yep, only
KRA
one
lines are
between two volleys.
Looking to mow.
Oh.
There's two.
Oh!
There's three.
Great trade-offs. They actually wiped that 44 DL line. I wonder if they're going to split off lines. They should really split off lines, honestly.
Maybe Space can take a couple or the 44th guys that survived.
Yeah, they should probably split off in the two lines. Oh, that's what you meant, Rufus? Yeah, no, you got 7-0. Put the IPA down, Skull. I wish I had an IPA right now. That would be fantastic. Actually, I don't. I'm still hungover from yesterday. It's not actually, I don't wish I was drinking right now.
I would.
I was up to
Love
like,
hold fast. Love drinking. Great combination.
I was up to like 4. Head hurt. That's why I took Advil before I streamed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they
now
did split
KRA
off.
have taken a
Space taking
bit
one.
of a better position towards
Tight
the
and
mid.
Space. They actually have Tight leading now instead of Space. I didn't notice that. It's my fault. I'd say this is the most action-packed round so far, you know. And I think the 44 DL, maybe besides that last engagement where both lines shot, and it seems like they're just not getting reloads quick enough. That's the biggest issue I've noticed.
I mean, I think the reason why they got caught out in the open there is that they decided to reload, like, immediately after they shot instead of pulling back and, gaining more ground on the other
very
airline.
slow at it as well. Tight line popping up, not taking any shots. 44 DL are going to get pushed out. They have some cover there, though. The 3-man line is coming out. KRA don't come up. Oh, they bait shots perfectly, and that... They're not doing it. KRA's not... Oh, that line has to move in the open. They're going to take shots. 1 shot taken. They're being really patient with their shooting. I'm not exactly sure why.
They're trying to make these count, but I think they may have... Nope. Tight might be stepping up. No shots land.
Oh.
One shot lands. Space goes down.
Tight's charging. He could just got his reloads there. His line doesn't have reloads. They don't... none of them have reloads. Not exactly sure what's going on here.
I mean, here we go. It's just all gonna be melee. I'll charge everybody.
This hasn't gone well for the 44 DL, and they're also down, and it seems like it's not going well here. Getting swept in melee on a single kill.
Dropping.
Not exactly sure what the game plan was there, but 5-0 to the KRA.
The British are victorious.
There we go. 5-0.
Do appreciate the more aggressive gameplay here from the 44.
Yeah, I do like it. Almost too aggressive. They should have just gotten reloads instead of, shooting or charging. Not exactly sure why, especially because they haven't won melee a single time. So.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most Regs who aren't like that proficient in melee going against, say Regs like 63E or KRA or 2B, I believe like the game plan of going against those Regs as, not as proficient Regs is to play distance, play your shots, try and stay out of melee for as long as you can until you actually have to.
Yeah. It seems like that was the opposite.
Yeah, I feel like the 44th have kind of, when taking their shots, and once they get close, they're like, they could throw a caution to win, they get right in there, but, I mean, I respect that, but from a more of a technical standpoint, you know, you're trying to win matches here. I believe they need to stay out of melee for as long as they possibly can and rely on their guns.
Yeah, I agree. You know, obviously they officially lost. Every round matters, though. It can matter in seeding if they
Every
want
round
to
does
try to go
matter.
playoffs, if you know, or just if they don't want to, you know, be last. I'm getting a phone call from I don't know who. I'm not going to answer it right now. Actually, I do know who. It's my internet company, but I'm not calling them.
I mean, it's only round 3 in the group stage, so there's still going to be 2 more rounds of group stage. So, I mean, if they were to win out, I guess the last 2 of their matches with like significant round like margin wins, I mean, they're not completely out of playoffs yet, you know?
No, I think you can go in as 2 and 3, but it wouldn't matter how many rounds you took. I believe. I think there's 10 teams. I think they're doing 8 of them in playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
So again, yeah, even though like the match they've officially lost, every round still could be like insanely important for these guys on the 44 side. Very aggressive movement over by KC's line.
They're gonna pop up, take shots, hit 2 shots.
They get punished for it.
KC gonna go. Caldeir's line gonna pull up, they're gonna get traded out. No kills from the trade out line. No kills from the trade out line on there. I don't really know what to say. It seems like the 44 DL are kind of just wanting to get this over with. Honestly, I have an event in 10 minutes. I might be okay with that. We'll see how they do in melee here. They are winning this melee, actually. Might be a little rainbow from space. Definitely a rainbow from space, but it's not going to matter.
Great shooting from the
yeah, great shooting.
Caldeir line, actually.
Great all night. Yeah, honestly, the big issue is KC pushing up there, not knowing Caldeir's on his air. That's a crazy statement in the chat. Wow. Caldeir's line coming up, shooting KC's line, and then Space's line, or I think maybe Tight's leading it now. Trying to go for that trade out and missed every trade out shot. Obviously, stuff like that is going to cost you.
Yeah, I think it's to the point of the match where, like, they're just trying to get out as fast as they can. You know, both the Heroes Regis have events in a few minutes. Info's out, so I think they're just all just trying to get up out of here.
We'll get some interviews done, probably really quick. Anyone have any information on who the KRA play? They play in the TRB. Just check this sheet again. The 44 DL, I think, will play. I don't know. I think we'll see what the rest of the matches play. But the one.
I mean, come Monday once the 7 Foos. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, yeah, I think come Monday once the 7 Foos and TR play, then officially we'll be figuring out who plays who and what.
I think they play the loser of that match. Obviously, both the teams have good records, but obviously you can't play the same teams over and over again, so you gotta play someone else.
Yeah.
Alrighty. How hard was that revolt?
Space has been muted after saying Dan likes kids. Crazy statement. Probably worth a chat mute.
Yeah, maybe.
Just jump in the zone already is crazy. Telling him to kill himself in a hold fast terminology.
And man, that's ball knowledge right there.
Well, we'll see how quick this goes. It is Space leading again, not Tight. Not sure who led last round. Probably gonna run right at him again, honestly, which would be nice. Get some interviews, and then we'll wrap this up.
I mean, it looks like Casey's. Nope, there you go. Yeah, they're gonna stop right there.
Not Space's line. He's running right at it. Oh no, he's not. He's stopping.
I mean, of course, I'd love to see more kind of you care about this round, you want to win it, but at the same time, I think a quick round would be much appreciated from the casters, the admins, and both Regis.
Yeah.
Who knows?
what do they say in VoIP?
That's right. We need eso. Are they really just gonna sit here like it's fucking chess when they're up like 7 rounds or something?
Someone in the 44 DL line going, are they going to sit here all the time? You're up 6 rounds. Well,
Yeah.
it kind of just in for that, and they're down 6 rounds. Are you going to sit there all the time? I'd counter back it down. He might be a little too far from his line here. This might be Rambo. That's definitely Rambo. You can't separate from your line. That's definitely too far.
I think Space is trying to say something, but he might be voice muted.
Let me see if they voice muted him.
Nope, no, he's not.
They chat muted him. They don't really know what he's...
No, you come over here.
he is telling them something.
The KRA lion smiles at the small 44th dog when it barks.
Definitely Rambo. Don't know if the refs or admins care because he's, it's like somebody's kind of just bullshitting.
A bit of 44th DL Shirley. That's such a... You know how, reg names kind of just roll off your tongue now, 44th KRA, 63, but the combination of the 44th DL is a little... Wow!
Getting 2 kills!
This guy's shooting!
And they're, like I said, they're really slow to form up and get reloads. They should be like 4 seconds in already. They're just starting now, though. It's been an issue all night. The KRA pushing forward because of it, though, or at least the one line. The other line is a little farther back. Where's the other line? I got distracted by space.
Pretty's re-engaging.
Oh, he's back right there. 3-man line right here. If they can get... Caldeir's line down to 3. If they can get those shots off quick, they can wipe them. Oh, they stand up and miss every shot, and there's a slay, too. Oh! Good shots out. 2v2 in melee. KRA's do seem to be winning. KRA with melee.
Unfortunate turn of events for that DL line.
Oh, and they're turning, they're shooting. They whiff a lot of their shots. They're going into melee down 2, down 3, and it is an absolute wipe.
And the sweep is now complete for the KRA.
The sweep is... That is it. 7-0. We're going to get some interviews in, if they want to. 7-0 for the KRA. Honestly, thought they would win. Didn't think it would I didn't think it would be that much of an ass whooping, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
3BL space.
I mean, it's not to say that the 44 also had some decent moments during the match too.
Did.
Some great shooting and also couple decent melee moments, but they just couldn't close out the entire fight.
Yeah, there were some close rounds, especially at the beginning. That was pretty decent. Caldeir and Treaty. Oh, Treaty's not even in here. That's cool. Interviews. Question mark. I'm going to put it in general research and put it in red rep. That's fine. Yeah, so official, KRA will play the TRB next.
Here's my interview real quick before I go eat.
Hey.
It was a good match. Look, it's against the KRA. We knew it's tough from the first time. Sorry if I'm cutting you off, Caldeir, if you were saying something. I'm just going to eat in a sec. Okay, lovely. But yeah, I mean, we went in there. The last round, we really just thought about just blasting soundboards and bum rushing you with no intent of shooting. But then we're like, this map is nice, and we'd want to potentially get a win on my map. So fuck you, Caldeir, for ruining that. Didn't even let me win on my own map. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we knew KRA, they're going to be fucking good at shooting. They're going to be good at melee, and it's still new season for us, so we'll have to put some work in for next week.
It's your first year, so you got a lot of new things to encounter, so yeah.
Yep. You got any questions for me quick? Quick or nah?
Pretty sure you face the loser of the 7 Foos TRR or something like that.
Fucking great.
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. I think
out of
that's
the frying
it.
pan into the fire.
I could be completely wrong. I think the other people you may face is like... No, you're not going to face... I think it's the loser of that match. You doing anything different to prepare for that match?
Let me in the 26 run it back.
Fortunately, you cannot play the same team twice, so...
That's what they always say. But anyways, yes, have a good night. I'm sorry to cut this short, but Cody, take it away. Have fun.
Thank you.
Congrats,
Take care.
and GG for next week.
Thank you for the
GG's,
interview.
Casey.
So, Caldeer, congrats on the win. I think we both thought you were going to win. But that was dominance, pure dominance from start to finish. Yeah. Do you have like a game plan coming in this week, or is it kind of just do what we've been doing, see what works, see what doesn't work, or what was the thought behind this?
Mostly doing what we've been doing. Working with having like an anchor line and then a more mobile line to kind of try to push angles. We were trying a bit of a new game plan tonight, which was figuring out how to bait shots to then push and take positions. Some of the maps, like especially that wheat map, is a little hard to do because nobody wants to do anything on the wheat map. But it was that was good. We were just same tactics plus trying to, always trying to work on our aggression as much as we can.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, let's not talk about this match because you guys kind of absolutely dominated them. Not a lot of things to talk about it. But next week, confirmed, you guys are playing the TRB. Yeah, you got any anything specifically you want to prepare for the TRB? Obviously, they're really good at melee. So you think about doing anything specific for the TRB? Any thoughts behind that match for next week?
TRB are extremely underrated in my opinion. They have really surprisingly good melee, good shot. They're pretty good shots. I do think they might have a little bit of weakness in their coordination, so we might look to explore that a bit. But yeah, it's just kind of we've always been good at shooting, so training our melee, training our reaction times, and just figuring out how we can best play together against them.
Well, fair enough. Yeah. I don't really. You have any more questions, Anime?
No, nothing on my side. Just congratulations on the win. Excited to see what you guys do on next week. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have any more questions. Thank you, Caldeer. Congrats on the win. Absolute domination. Love to see it. And yeah, thank you for everyone in the chat. I'm gonna end stream for now. I will be back co-casting Give Up stream tonight. We will be doing the 26. It's not 26. I'm retarded. The 45E and the 2B, who are both undefeated.
I'm
so big
support
match coming in.
2B Nation. Woo!
So coming for that. I'll see you all later.